Hello and welcome to a special edition of Charch Chat as we look at the Saturday game. It's nice to have Saturday games, isn't it? That's great. Can't have too much football. And it's Dallas against Baltimore. Tough matchup for both squads. And I want to spend some time specifically on the running game for the Dallas Cowboys, which really has been in flux since really early in the season when Felix Jones started ahead of his injury problems. And, you know, it's just always been something back there. And now it comes to a head in the championship week. Let's really break down Marion Barber and Charchian choice. Beginning with Barber, did not practice Wednesday and Thursday. Even if he practices some on Friday, this toe injury appears to be pretty serious. It really looks like he aggravated it when he tried to play on it last week. And, you know, toe injuries are really tricky for running backs because you need the toe for all the cutting, and you need it also to give you the extra leverage and heft for, you know, the power running. And, you know, it hurts because it hurts, and, you know, it's physical pain, and so it really takes away from, you know, some of the wild abandon that a guy like Marion Barber tends to run with, and he can't get all the power. This feels like a bad opportunity for Barber, and I worry also that he may be active for this game and ends up doing what Joseph Adai did on Thursday, where he's active and then doesn't get a carry and never gets on the field. And so if you wait for your Saturday deactivation or inactive and it turns out he's active and doesn't play, and then you're out of luck. So I've got Marion Barber as unstartable for this week. Let's go to Charch Choice, who's been running really well. And so, you know, let's find out if he's a particularly good start. Over the last 3 games, he's gotten a lot of work with Barber out. He's averaged 5.3 yards per carry. That's fantastic. 10 receptions for 130 yards. He's scored 1 time. He's played way beyond most people's expectations. You know, he hasn't been like a dominating fantasy guy, but he's run well against good opponents, and I've been impressed with the Charch Choice. But this week he's unstartable. Baltimore ranks 3rd against the run. They've allowed a league-low 3 rushing touchdowns this year. There's a glimmer of hope in that they've allowed 3 receiving touchdowns this year, but you know what? If you dig further into the running back receiving numbers, only 4 teams have allowed fewer running back receiving yards than Baltimore. This is a really tough matchup for him, and no running back has hit 100 yards against Baltimore. Only 1 running back has topped 73 yards against Baltimore. It's just a tough matchup, and I think you got to keep both guys on the bench at best. If for some reason you're one of these leagues where you can start 4 running backs, and I know there are leagues like that out there, I could see Choice as a 4th running back. As a 3rd guy in a flex, I think you can probably do better. This is a really tough matchup. I think he'll probably need a combination of Marion Barber being inactive and a very short goal line opportunity to get a touchdown this week. All the trends here look so tough against Baltimore. Tough matchup, and I just think this is a game to be very wary of Charch Choice. Again, you could start him if you get a deep enough bench, but otherwise we're gonna give him a rest, and Marion Barber will probably give himself a rest. All right, enjoy the game on Saturday.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.